Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for September 2022. We're going to jump right in here, Leo, and we are going to take a look at your general energies for the month in this first row. In your second row, we're going to look at anything unexpected that could be coming in for you in the month of September. In your next row, we're going to look at, sorry, I didn't actually want to pull this card, but we'll take it. I wanted to pull this one. And we're going to look at the good stuff that could be coming in for you in the month of September. And in your last row, we're going to look at any messages from your guides or your ancestors. On top of that, we're going to pull 5 main themes for you for the month at the end, and we're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards. I will give you time to think of your questions. You have this Enjoy the Journey card. It says, stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good, but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future. It is clearly a time of great change. Every single reading that I've done has been about some sort of change, but yours definitely looks positive here, Leo. So I do like to see that. You have the Page of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Swords here. Again, I've had this for you before. The Knight of Swords, he's pointing towards the past in the reading, and I feel this energy of needing to open up to the future. If we just look here, the Queen of Swords is open to the future, and she has her hand out. She's kind of got her sword up, but she has her hand out. She's willing to receive. Maybe she's being a little cautious, but again, sometimes I think maybe we get a little bit nervous or scared of the future if we start making improvements, and then we kind of want to go back to when things were easier, right? But I kind of feel this is saying, no, you can't do that. And you need to be brave at this time. Look at this guy right here, the Page of Wands. He's enthusiastic. He's excited. He's ready to go. He's ready for the adventure. And I feel that's what this is saying, is that embracing the Page of Wands energy is probably going to be the best idea for you. He's excited for growth. He's excited to try new things. And I feel a lot of you need to maybe embrace this energy. Again, tarot can't tell you what to do, but I feel this is saying that you're kind of ready for something. I'm also focusing on the feather that he has in his cap. And, the feather in the cap kind of represents knowledge. It says he has everything he needs to move forward on this journey. For some of you, I do feel this Queen of Swords could be a person that's coming in for you. And again, it doesn't matter what gender they are. I just feel there could be an air sign person, probably a Libra. You've been getting a Libra in your readings quite a bit, and you have the Justice card here. So definitely, could be a Libra. For some of you, take it how it resonates. Doesn't have to be a Libra. But let's see exactly what is going on here. Definitely going through transformation. With the Page of Wands, you have the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands has come up quite a bit in these readings, and you have the 8 of Wands twice in your reading. So here, and then you also have it in the area of the good stuff as well. 8 of Wands is things moving forward quickly, and it kind of represents quick conclusions as well. So I kind of feel that you are moving forward very rapidly. To me, it's also a card of building momentum, meaning that so you don't have to put in so much effort constantly to get things moving forward. So in your love life, for example, you could be starting a new relationship or looking for a new relationship, and you could get into one that has a lot of momentum, where it's things kind of progress without, too much friction, too much effort. Same thing in business and work and career as well, or even your health. It's you could be building some momentum here, and I feel that. With the Queen of Swords, you have the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords can be lying, cheating, stealing, but you know what? 7 of Swords is also my card of internal fears that don't exist. So I would definitely say with that Queen of Swords that it's safe for you to open up to any new opportunities and any transformations that you could be going through. Queen of Swords, she has a butterfly on her throne. And also the Knight of Swords has butterflies on the horse's thing here. I don't know what you would call that. I'm just going to call it a thing, but this thing right here. And so I feel it is a time of transformation for you, and letting go of the fears would be a good idea. With the Knight of Swords, 6 of Cups, thinking about the past. 6 of Cups is innocence and nostalgia. It can represent thinking about when life was easier or different or whatever you want to call it. And I feel this is saying, well, those days are over. So, you need to kind of look forward to bigger, better, brighter things. And I feel this reading is encouraging you to do that. For sure, so that you can grow. It's sometimes I think we want to go back to when things were easier in life, but there's no growth there. We've already been there, right? So this reading is definitely encouraging you to focus on, well, really the present, but also towards growth. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this transformation card. Something in your life is transforming. I have Gemini popping into my head as well. So some of you could be dealing with Gemini, but something is undergoing a great transformation here. It's interesting that in almost all the readings I've had something about kind of like the heart. And why can't I get this ever to focus? So annoying. But you can see that butterfly is over her heart. It's kind of like over her chest. And so I feel for a lot of you, the transformation you are going through is like a heart-based transformation. And this could have a lot to do with like your passions and your desires. Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, definitely cards of your desires, your passions, being passionate about things. So a lot of you could be going through a change in one of those areas of your life. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Justice card, and the Six of Swords. Justice could literally, I do feel there could be some legal justice coming in for you with the Justice card. I also just get a sense of balance where it's not so much a stressful month, which is great. Maybe this Justice card really isn't talking about much other than the fact that things just seem pretty even, pretty balanced, pretty predictable, like a little bit more predictable. I feel like there's always going to be something unpredictable that happens, but for the most part, I feel it's a little bit more of a neutral type of energy that I'm getting for you this month. You have the Four of Pentacles, and I feel something that has been kind of established in your life for a very long time. You could be choosing to move on from it. Could be like a business, could be a job, could be just a part of your business. I do feel like it's financially related, but I do feel some of you quite unexpectedly could be letting something go as well. I don't think you're too upset about it, is what I would say to you here, Leo. I feel you're kind of like happy to create. It reminds me of Esther Hicks. She always talks about being excited to want new things, in life. It's like my dad, who was a Leo, by the way. I let go of my house in where I used to live before I moved, and I just left. I sold the house, and I just left the grill, and I had a smoker there as well, and I just left him with the house. And my dad was like, "Why don't you take those things with you?" And it's like, no, I like starting over new, fresh, new things, right? I think it's good to want new things. And again, I just let the next person gets to enjoy the grill and the smoker, right? I kind of feel like you're maybe letting go of something here that maybe you didn't necessarily want to let go of, but I feel it's creating space for you to want something else, which is not a bad thing. You're creating something new for yourself, but also maybe for somebody else. For some reason, I have a car popping into my head where maybe you're just like letting a car go, or you're selling it for whatever reason or whatever. Could be anything. Take it how it resonates. You also have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about moving on to calmer shores. Definitely some improvements coming in for you. Another card of letting something go. The woman and the child here, the whole story of the Six of Swords is that they are bringing nothing with them. It is a complete do-over. They're completely starting from scratch. They're trusting that going to the other side is going to be better for them. They're trusting that they are moving on to calmer shores. And again, they are starting over completely from scratch. They're leaving everything behind. It is a total sacrifice. I wouldn't even say it's a sacrifice. You're more just completely starting over, and that's what they are doing. So some of you could be starting something over here. I do feel quite unexpectedly, but looks pretty good to me if you are doing that. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, card of conviction, card of being committed to something. Maybe you had a hard time thinking about letting something go. Like maybe you have an extra car that you don't really need, but you like it. I don't know why I keep getting that story in my head, but it's like letting it go. I feel it will make your life easier, but also it's like, yeah, maybe you're letting something go, but at the same time, I feel like what you don't realize is you're creating a bunch of space. You're creating a vacuum that's going to be filled by something, but maybe bigger and better, right? So that's kind of what I feel here. With the Justice card, you have the Ace of Swords. I do feel there could be a truth coming out for some of you as well, where you could be learning the truth of a situation. This feels ancient to me, which is very interesting. I feel like saying ancient history on this truth. So I don't know. Mercury retrograde, you never know. There could be some bozo from the 7th grade that comes back and tells you the truth about your relationship or something like that. I have no clue. But again, it feels like ancient history to me. I don't know. It could be surprising at the very least. With the Six of Swords, you have the Six of Swords. So whenever cards like this repeat themselves, it's basically the universe saying I meant what I said. There's two sixes right here. I love two sixes. To me, two sixes says you're going in the right direction. You're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. So it's kind of like confirmation from the path. There's definitely, look at this, Six of Cups from the past to the Justice card, the Ace of Swords, the truth, Eight of Wands, communication. And you have that Knight of Swords going towards the past. There could be some news coming in from the past. For some reason, I feel like saying ancient history. Like I said, I feel maybe you're just like I don't care. Whatever it is. So take it how it resonates. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this lullaby card. I didn't want to pull this, but I did. And you also have this fork in the road card. Again, anything that shows up here is meant to be positive. So I feel like you're picking a new path pretty quickly. This could be happening, very, very quickly, that you're picking a new path in your life. If you're not picking a new path, I feel you're just making a decision. And it's kind of interesting. I'm getting a very social energy on this Eight of Wands. You have the Eight of Wands, the Strength card, and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel that people in your life could be saying like, wow, you made up your mind very quickly. I feel that people, part of this like ancient history thing is maybe you've been processing or mulling something over for 8 years, 8 months, a long time, right? And you're finally making your decision. But again, the people in your life, they might not understand or know that you've been thinking about something for that long. So maybe you're surprising the people in your life by making a decision, but I feel like this is something you've been processing and processing and processing. Very interesting. And again, I feel it's the right decision as well, especially if you've been thinking about something for a long time in your life. And I feel this is going to be the right decision for you. I also see you kind of like building something up here. It's kind of weird. I'm almost seeing this, it kind of does look like a ladder, right? If you look at it, it almost looks like the rungs of a ladder on this card. I feel for some of you, you're really building something up right now, and there's going to be a lot of growth here. I get the need for some like pruning, some trimming up, right? Like, let's say that you're growing a business, for example. I feel you could be growing, starting to grow quickly. I feel this is only the beginning, actually. You're not even there yet, but you're beginning to grow quickly. I think there are some things that you will want to have in place, like to think about right now. Like if you're hiring people, for example, I would make sure that you kind of have like a code of conduct, like how people interact with each other, or, whatever, just to avoid problems in the future. I feel like the neater that you keep things, the better with this energy. You might also want to be documenting the process of your business if this is business related, because again, I feel like the neater you keep it, the easier it's going to be in the future. And if you don't know how to do this, get someone to do it. Like me, I am extremely disorganized, right? I have ADHD like crazy. And so luckily, my brother, who works for me, he takes care of like getting all my stuff organized, making sure that, I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to do. That's literally his only job, is to crack the whip, right, on me. And so I feel for a lot of you, maybe you need a brother, maybe you need, or a person that kind of understands your brain if you can't do it. But if you can do it, I would be keeping things organized here, especially work or business related. But I feel like it's a good thing. Eight of Wands, again, is momentum, success. You have the Strength card as well. So really in the area of the good stuff, this is great because you're just showing up as yourself. This puts you in a position of power and strength, just kind of like allows you to get what you want from the month. So really like that. Next, you have the Nine of Pentacles, definitely money, but I feel it's more than money. Nine of Pentacles is gratitude and luxuries. It's like a little bit more than just resources. There's more that goes along with it. So I feel there's some good stuff coming in for you in general with the Nine of Pentacles here. And I guess not. And I feel that it's going to make you feel good. There are things that are happening that are also going to make you feel very abundant, I feel, with this Nine of Pentacles energy. So I definitely like to see it. Let's see here. I'm about to sneeze. Maybe not. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Page of Cups. Could be a love offer. Excuse me. So it could be a love offer coming in for you here. If it is a person from the past, I feel like it's ancient history. I don't think you would say yes to this person necessarily if it's a past person. It could also just be a person that you knew from a long time ago. This is not like an ex-back situation is what I'm suggesting here. I feel this could be like a person from your past that you just happen to know. And maybe you're surprised that they were interested in you. For some of you. For others, I feel it's just a brand new person. And, the good stuff that could be coming in is love. Could be a water sign. And I feel like you've had a water sign for a while. With the Strength card, you have the Nine of Wands. Again, in the area of the good stuff, the Nine of Wands kind of says you're giving something another shot. I feel that this is more business-related or work-related or career-related. Even if you're retired, people always ask me. I always try to touch on you retirees out there. But again, you could still be doing things to make money, or you could be doing something here to improve your finances. But regardless, I feel like you're trying something again to improve your finances is what I'm getting there. And I feel it's good. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Cups. So definitely could be a knight in shining armor coming in for you if you want love. The Knight of Cups can also be your dreams or your daydreams, the things you want to manifest in your life. So if you want to manifest like success or abundance, this could be you, clearly, with the Nine of Pentacles, abundance, manifesting a lot of abundance. So I like to see that. Next, in the area of messages from your guides, you have this Owl card. I feel you need to listen this month a lot. You have the Eight of Wands twice in your reading. And owls, they are really good. They have really good hearing, right? That's like one of the things that they're good at. So I feel that listening to things is going to be very important for you. You know, they're also nocturnal as well, but I don't think this is talking about nighttime as much as it's saying that there might be things that where you have to kind of read between the lines. Again, Eight of Wands, I'm very focused on the Eight of Wands in your reading, but you can kind of see how there's like in between spots where those leaves are growing on the Eight of Wands, right? And I feel like this is tied to that Owl card where it's saying that there are things in the in-between that you need to be paying attention to. I feel this is good. This is a good thing and could be bringing some things to light that aren't so good, but at the same time, with that Owl Spirit card, I feel like it's allowing you to see kind of some good things, which could be opportunities that you could be taking advantage of. And it could also be pointing out some things that you could be, pruning out of your life was the word that I was getting earlier. And again, I feel like all in all, this is just a good thing. You have the Queen of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Again, everybody's had like the Five of Pentacles in this row. Mercury retrograde, I would just double check your finances. I would make sure you're not spending like crazy and all that other stuff. Wouldn't be paranoid about it. As I tell everyone, being paranoid about these things doesn't help, right? I don't think this is a bad thing. I think it's just saying make sure something bad with your finances doesn't happen. And if you pay attention, I feel like you'll be fine. You also have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is like equal give and take. So I feel like your guides want you to make sure to be investing energy into the things that invest energy in you. I've said it like a billion times that the answer to 2022 is the Justice card, I believe, which is when you put energy into something, what do you get back? I literally said this in the 2022 readings. I would be paying very close attention to give and take, like in every area of your life, even with your business, for example, that you have give and take with your business or your job or your career or the people in your life, right? Or even your health, right? Pay attention to what's working. I don't know. It's just crazy important this year for some reason. Who knows why? Finally, you have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really going for what you want. Also says you're very attractive at this time, but really, I feel that the Queen of Wands is more talking about you doing your own thing. She has this right here, this black cat. In the time of tarot, black cats were considered to be unlucky, but the whole point of the Queen of Wands is she doesn't care what anyone thinks about her black cat. She just wants to have a black cat, right? And that's all she cares about. So again, I was kind of getting in your reading that you might be making some decisions where people are like, I can't believe they did this. Right next to it, the Eight of Wands, that Page of Cups, where maybe you make it a quick change or maybe you change your mind about something. But again, I feel like you've been thinking about this for a long time. And again, you know what's best is what that Queen of Wands is saying. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Chariot. It's going to lead to a victory. So clearly, definitely very good for you. Some of you could be moving as well. And again, maybe people are surprised that you're moving, but you've probably been thinking about it for a long time. And I feel like it'll be good for you. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the World card. Definitely some accomplishments coming in for you here with the World card. So I like to see this. I feel like new money goals as well. For some of you, I almost feel like if you aren't making as much as you want financially, that the world is actually saying you need, because you're not going big enough. Sometimes I feel that way. Like sometimes I feel like if we're not making enough money, the universe is like, no, it's because you're dreaming too small. I want you to dream bigger. And I kind of get that feeling there with the world, like have bigger goals. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Again, I do feel your finances are really actually improving just in general. So I do feel that there could be some financial improvements. But that's that. That looks really good, Leo. We're going to pull 5 main themes for you this month with these tea leaf fortune cards. And let's see. You have this well card. It says family wishes come true. So there definitely could be some wishes coming true here in this reading. I don't really see any wish cards, but here's one right here. So there could be some sort of wish coming true. Next, you have this moon card. It says changes in your life, and there were a ton of changes in this reading. I almost feel like the changes are complete, though. It's like you're making the change finally. Some changes you've been thinking about for a while. Next, you have this eagle. It says triumph over obstacles, or what does it say? Triumph over troubles and obstacles. I can't read. So I feel that you are becoming successful in overcoming some challenges that maybe you've been experiencing in your life. You have this coins card. It says money will be coming to you. Like I said, nothing to worry about financially, especially if you're making changes. I feel that your financial life is about to become a lot more lucky, a lot better. And finally, you have this bouquet card. It says compliments from an admirer. We see this right here. This is definitely someone complimenting you, telling you you're attractive, Queen of Wands. So someone wants to enter into your life here. Could be a Libra. For a lot of you, I feel Libra energy, if I'm being honest. It could also be maybe a water sign, but that might only be for, a couple of you, is what I'm going to say. So there you go. I love this reading. Looks really good. So let's see here. We're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards here, Leo. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3 right here. So 1, 2, 3. Feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think your questions. But for question number 1, I would say yes, Queen of Cups. And I would also say listen to your heart. She's very heart-based. Major theme this month has been like heart-based energy, paying attention to your heart. So I would definitely do that. For question number 2, I would say no, something toxic, something that needs to be removed from your life. And for question number 3, I would say yes, Sun, your energy, and also, happiness, joy, good things coming in. So yes, but this is an amazing reading. I love it. So thank you for being here, Leo. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.